These are the dogs available for adoption here at Pinellas County Animal Services at closing time on Friday, April the 19th. First up is Pixie. Pixie is an easy-to-walk dog, and she is mild-mannered. She loves to have her belly rubbed, and she knows a couple of basic commands. Pixie weighs 60 pounds, and she's been with us for long enough that we've reduced her adoption from $40 down to $25. Roman is another dog that we reduced his adoption fee. We moved him to a cage that has more light. He was in a darker cage, making it harder to see, this sweetheart. Roman is $25. He is a year old, and he weighs 60 pounds. One of our newer animals is Polly, a 2-year-old who weighs 45 pounds. Polly is really easy to walk on a leash. She's a pretty girl. Look at that boxer-like face. That is Calvin. Calvin's another one of our newer dogs. Calvin weighs 55 pounds, and he is 2.5 years old. He's really photogenic. And Dolly was taking a nap till I woke her up. Dolly is 3 years old and weighs 38 pounds. Dolly's not going to get any bigger, so she's a good medium-sized dog. This is Denver. Denver is a high-energy dog that's 2 years old. He weighs around 50 pounds. This high energy level means he needs a lot of toys, frisbees, tennis balls, and Kong toys. He also likes his treats. And taking a nap is another easy-to-walk dog named Buddy. Buddy is a laid-back 5-year-old who weighs 54 pounds. He's probably a chow mix, and there might even be a little bit of border collie in him. He's a very intelligent and a real obedient dog as well. Well, adoptions are still $40 unless it's a dog that's been here for just a little too long. Then adoptions are reduced to $25. And this is a dog that is one of them. This $25 dog is Hershey, a 2-year-old boy who weighs 50 pounds. He lost his tail. He didn't misplace it, he just got it injured, and he had to have it amputated. But it's doing just fine. It's all healed up, and this medium energy level dog likes to play, so you'll want to get a lot of toys. Shep is an older dog, a senior dog if you will, who is 8 years old. Shep weighs 30 pounds. But just because he's 8 years old doesn't mean he's not going to live a lot longer. A dog this size often will live into their middle teens. Shep at 8 years old is super easy to walk, and you can see that tail is just wagging away. You couldn't guess by looking at him, but Mac is a high-energy boy. He is a 1.5 years old and weighs 51 pounds. He's been with us long enough that he also has been marked to $25. Look at the face on this pretty dog. A Shepherd and Husky mix, or maybe even Catahoula Leopard. This boy has got a lot of energy. He weighs 37 pounds. Even though he's got a lot of energy, he's easy to walk on a leash. He is a year old, and his name is Miko. Well, this 50-pound dog is 3 years old. This is Bugsy. Bugsy's a high-energy guy, and he's one of our newer dogs in adoption. He is just waiting patiently to come out and go home. Another patient dog is Hazel. Hazel came into the shelter with heartworms. That's a devastating disease. But we've treated Hazel, and the heartworms are gone and going. Hazel is 4 years old and weighs 45 pounds. This is Chico. Chico is 2 years old, and Chico weighs 53 pounds. He looks like a couch potato, and he might be, but he loves to go out and walk on a leash. He is very easy to walk on a leash, in fact. It looks like Riley's going home tomorrow, and we hope he is. He's a fun boy. He likes to sit in your lap. He's 3 years old and $25. He weighs 60 pounds. He's been here a long time, since the beginning of February. Now this pretty dog is Rosie, who is a 1-year-old who had kennel cough, which is a cold, and she's gotten over it. She's all better now. She weighs around 65 pounds, so she's a big girl. Medium energy level means she's going to need a lot of toys and a little bit of playtime. Taking a nap in a funny position is Longo. Longo's been out for a long walk, so he's kind of worn out. Longo is a 1-year-old who weighs 50 pounds. This is a puppy. This is a 7-month-old named Jewel. Jewel is 45 pounds and going to grow just a little bit bigger. Jewel looks like Shepherd and Roddy, or maybe even Doberman. Kind of hard to tell. Here's another 7-month-old named Nico. Nico is medium energy level and 60 pounds. Still got a little growing to do, so she's probably going to finish growing at 70 pounds. She'll be one of our bigger dogs. This is Ben. Ben is an active guy who weighs 54 pounds. Ben is a 1.5 years old. He also has had kennel cough recently, a cold, and is all over it. Look at that. He's sitting because he's waiting patiently for somebody to take him out and take him home. Bella started out as a shy dog, but not anymore. Bella is a 4-year-old. She weighs 50 pounds. She's been marked down to $25 because she's just been here too long. Up next is a black lab. This black lab is named Dixie, and Dixie is 4.5 years old. Dixie weighs 62 pounds. Black labs just love the water. We will have adoptions here in the shelter tomorrow, Saturday, the 20th, from 9 a.m. to 1. So come in and find your next friend. This 10-month-old is Honey. Honey is a Basenji mix who weighs 32 pounds. Basenjis can be a little shy, so they settle in with their new family. Then they are loving, happy, and active. Now people do think that Basenjis don't bark, and they can bark, they just don't bark very much. They have an interesting yodel sound. Honey here, I've never heard a sound out of her, so I don't know. Sophie is $25 because she's been here too long. Sophie weighs 52 pounds and she's a year old. And last up is Jackie, a 1-year-old who weighs 45 pounds. Just a very pretty patterned puppy. Can you say that 3 times fast? This very pretty patterned puppy at a year old and 45 pounds is a medium energy level. That'll need a few toys, a little bit of playtime, and probably some couch potato time. Well, that's all the dogs that are available for adoption here at Pinellas County Animal Services at closing time on Friday, April the 19th. All the dogs in today's video will be available for adoption when the shelter opens again on Saturday the 20th, and anybody that doesn't get adopted on Saturday will be here on Monday to start a new week with us. Adoptions are $40, and we hope that you come and adopt one of our homeless pets soon.